All right, today is December the 3rd, 2015. We're looking at the NOAA water vapor loop. This is the Northeast Pacific water vapor loop. We're seeing a cold front move through the west coast. This is a storm that just moved through. Los Angeles didn't get any rain out of this. We got more intense chemtrail spraying all day long in the LA region, Southern California region. And we'll take a look at some of these other maps and take a look at all the chemtrails being sprayed. Take a look first at the very large area of open ocean right now being exposed to direct sunlight from these transmitters that have built out a channel to keep these thunderstorms from mixing with the cold uh, storms in the North Pacific. We have a very large area of open ocean, and let's just take a look at how big that is. We've got all the way from 175 east longitude over here, all the way over to like 105 west longitude, and then from about maybe 15 degrees north latitude all the way up to uh, 30 degrees north. We have basically a wide open area of ocean that's being exposed to direct sunlight and UV, and that's going to raise the ocean temperatures. So that's what's happening. We have man-made climate change, and it's all directly related to controlling the weather, dealing with these huge storms, keeping the rain out of certain areas, and redirecting the jet stream. This is all part of that, and so the ocean temperatures are just a consequence of what's happening here, and I just want to point that out. It's my belief that the HARP transmitters are exposing a lot of ocean to direct sunlight, and that will certainly raise the temperature of the ocean on the surface. All right. Um, the jet stream map currently is not showing much. We only get a half a map today, but this jet stream is being interrupted. And if we go back to the big map, we can see where right here and also right here. And that is to prevent these moisture flows from feeding not only that system, but this one over here. This is still moving right into the Southern California area. We've got just tons and tons of chemtrails being sprayed all over the place down here in Southern California. All right, let's look at the infrared map. We can see where that interruption is occurring in the jet stream here and over here. We've got this storm here. This has 4 separate lows identified in that one core, that pinwheel spinning. All right, let's look at these up close now. This is the western U.S. water vapor loop. And we can see all the chemtrails right down here, and they're all through this entire flow is loaded with chemtrails. You just see them. I've got some better satellite views coming up, but you can actually see them on these views, just how heavy it was all through here. Got a developing storm right out over here. So we're going to see more chemtrails here in the days ahead, because not only from this system, but from this one here that's going to be moving right through behind this one. All right. You got to wonder what the EPA does all day, the Environmental Protection Agency. We don't have to email Governor Brown or the city councils in our area, but it might be good if some of us emailed the Environmental Protection Agency and ask them what they do all day long. They should be investigating these aerosols that are being sprayed by the military every day. That would be a good place to start. All right, so here we can see some rain pockets moving through the central California area. It was raining for a while in the Bay Area and also up in Northern California, Placerville, Lake Tahoe. So there was some rain up in the northern part of California, but not down in the southern part anywhere that I know of. Okay, let's take a look at this is the surface analysis map. we see the system that just moved through here has a big cold front identified, and there's a high pressure of 1023 millibar right behind this cold front, setting up to move in right here and set up shop, presumably to block this next system, which is made up of 4 separate lows, each with its own pressure. We've got a developing storm identified right here, a gale, another gale out here, and a storm right here. So this is that second storm we were just looking at on the big map, the water vapor loop. And then out here, we have a whole new storm, 980 millibar. This will probably strengthen and move up and over the Aleutian Islands like the rest of these have been doing. Okay. And we have high pressure, of course, between these two systems to keep everything separated. You can see that sort of vertical channel of high pressure that's showing up on the water vapor loop. Okay, we'll come back to that map. This is the geostationary satellite image showing the chemtrail activity. You can see right out here, all through here, and all through here is all chemtrail mix. That will not allow lift, atmospheric lift, and that will prevent the precipitation process. All right, so plenty of chemtrails all over the place, and we're looking at probably another week's worth of chemtrails on and off because of what's happening out here, unless they set up a high pressure over here to run all this over the top. But it looks like some effort is being made to get some rain into California, but these chemtrails are deadly, you know. They're not good. Yeah, where everybody's sick and so on and so forth. All right, let's take a look at the, this is the southwest water vapor loop. We can see some moisture moving through the area, and look at all the chemtrails in this view, all right through there. They're spraying perpendicular to the general flow. All right, here's the rainbow loop for the same map. Let's look at the East Coast for a second. Well, actually, we'll do that last. Let's look at the MODIS today, MODIS today. This is a really good satellite map showing the intensity of the chemtrail spraying. Here's LA right here, and there's this trails everywhere, running every which way. These are real clouds. This super white, cotton white stuff, these are all real clouds, but this off-white crap is all chemtrail mix. And we can see the streaks, they're just everywhere. Streak here, it looks like it runs for a couple 100 miles at least. A couple of them, one here, and there's just tons of them running every which way. All right, so this is really something. They're just all over. This is all the Mojave Desert area of California. Salton Sea down here. But you can see that they're just going everywhere. All this off-white, dirty white crap, that's all chemtrail mix. So they blanketed us really severely today. And here's San Diego down here. And they were doing it offshore. All over the place. Okay. All right, now let's look at the East Coast for a minute. And we can see the that stationary high pressure that's been parked. This is a HARP transmitter. Stationary, high pressure, artificial right here, and that is blocking. This just came off the Pacific Ocean, this entire front, and it's running right into a wall here, this electronic wall of high pressure, and everything is having to wrap around. And I presume that that is being done to keep this flow from merging with what's happening over here. This is a developing system here, and also maybe they want to keep this flow from getting mixed in with this flow right down here. I'm not sure exactly why they're doing this, but it could be because of this, or maybe this, or possibly keeping these two moisture fields separated. But anyway, that is a man-made operation right there. That's not Mother Nature. That is a stationary high. We can see the water vapor evaporating once it moves into that zone. That's pretty clear to see. They do the same thing offshore of California, right off, out in the ocean, and that blocks the weather going into California. All right. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Let's see something here. There we go. We'll take a look at the ocean swells. All right, this is the wave analysis. We've got 19 and 18-foot swells right off the coast of California. That's going to bring some very high surf to the entire coastline, all the way up and down the entire west coast. We've got 21-foot swells up here off of Canada. All that energy is going to move right into the west coast. We can see here 12-foot swells, 9, 6. So over the weekend, there's going to be a lot of high surf on the north-facing and west-facing beaches. All right. Okay, so that's pretty much it for today. We'll do another update tomorrow, certainly. And thanks for watching.